Okay, so could you see my presentation up? Good. Thumbs up, please. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think the topic today is quite relevant to the situation right now. Quite live in a noisy world. It's not like kind of a complete formula. It's more like a discussion that how you maintain that more quiet life when the world is demands so much from us in professional side, personal side, in many ways. But before that, as I mentioned to you earlier, that I have some wonderful new kinds of a good sign. And if you guys are ready, you can have your camera on. If you're not ready, it's fine. So we can have more like interaction. And I really want to see how how you feel about this wonderful news. Yeah, interestingly, I was invited to teach Buddhism. Yeah, I call it Buddhism 101 at one of the secondary school in Manhattan. I didn't look for them, they looked for me. This is a West End secondary school. I think they have about 700 to 800 students from grade 6 to grade 12 on 61st Street. Yeah, kind of near Lincoln, I think Lincoln Square. Yeah, like the theater there near those area, near West End. The picture is my cameraman, Mr. Wip. He drove from DC to record this first time, yeah, first school in Manhattan. The lady is teacher Eileen. She did world history and world religion too. And she had been like a founding teacher of this school. It kind of a progressive, new way of progressive education, very engaged, that student engage with the community, go out from the school area and then connect to the community. So she had been teaching religion and she invite different teacher. She said most of the time from some meditation center. But last year, yeah, around January 2021, that time I was in Thailand, she think I want the student to meet the monk. Like I want them to learn from real monk, which is not so common to find in Manhattan. Yeah, so she tried to go and look for the monk. Yeah, is there any monks in Manhattan? And then she found me on maybe on MMI page or something, maybe see me from personal record. Then she sent a messenger to me. Yeah, and it was in Thailand. I cannot be in person. So last year around this time, March, I taught Zoom from Thailand to grade 6 student, 100 kids, yeah, of the school who for the first time meet with the orange man. And that's some good news from Manhattan. Yeah, one of the noisiest places in the world. And then the children learn how to be a bit more quiet in some moment. I actually guide them to meditate. So we have some meditation together. I taught them some inner peace. And if you can read from my screen, yeah, there's a boy. If you see in the picture in the Zoom, there's about 100 kids from grade 6. The boy in the Zoom under me, Brandon, you see that the guy, the little guy, Brandon chose us. After my talk, the teacher said, "Oh, if anyone would like to ask the monk any question, you can send a message to him or you can unmute." And then that little boy, the cute boy, you know, he looked a bit nerdy with the eyeglass. Yeah, he asked me, "How will you know when you reach nirvana?" I don't know how he read Buddhism or, but he captured that concept that, wow, the goal Buddhism is nirvana. So he asked me a very deep question. How will you know when you close your meditation? How will you know now you nirvana already? wow. And then I told the teacher that, oh, that question is very good and but very deep. So I just give him some brief answer, and I told Brandon that maybe we meet in Manhattan and sometime later. So I will show you some glimpse of that reaching Nirvana experience. Very energizing, and they're very open. They want to learn from the monk. So this year, teacher Alien looked like she it's kind of a personal sharing, but she said, oh, I invite different religious leaders from different religion come, but it seemed like the kid cannot stop talking about the orange man. Like who is that orange man that come? Maybe like I'm a rare kinds of personalities in New York. It's, oh, kid keep talking about the orange man, after the class. So I think, okay, I'm universal. I'm not promoting religion. I'm for everyone. So that's a good chance that the kids see the orange man for the first time. Maybe they search further. Who am I? What I'm teaching? And this year, I'm delightful to share with you that I went to the school in person to meet with the kids. Actually 100 kids, but the theater room can accommodate 50, so it become 2 sessions. This is session 1. Very energetic, the kid like calm down, and when I introduce to them that I'm here on 86th Street, the kid cannot stop. Which house? What number? At the beginning I just introduce myself, but the kid, where are you? Where you live? Oh wow, that's a street near me. And the teacher said, no, talk to him later. Not now. He gonna teach you Buddhism, not ask him personal address or anything right now. but I can feel how genuine, how enthusiastic the children want to know more about me and why I'm here. And I'm proud to tell you, I show them the Eightfold Path. Yeah, and they really attentive at that young age. They jot down everything I said, and they're really into it. Yeah, the teacher told me after the class that, wow, yeah, she said she never see the student very quiet. And yeah, she have some hard work at the beginning to keep everyone like the energy, like, okay, not too much. But when they get into what is Buddhism, what Buddha teach, they're very attentive, quiet, and listen and smile when I put some joke and I guide them to meditate. Yeah, this is a wonderful moment in Manhattan, and it's so diverse, all colors. Are you happy for Manhattan? Yeah, this is good. This will prevent them from mental health crisis or anything that might trouble me. Yeah, also when I was young. So that's session 1. This is session 2. Session 2. This session 2 more quiet. More quiet. And for sure, I show them this is Prince Tata. Yeah, and then he see the aging one, the sickening one, and the dying one, and he want freedom. Very cute, right? Yeah, they really look into my presentation and absorb what I'm teaching them. Yeah, they jot down, I show them that, oh, that's a cherry blossom in Central Park, in your neighbor. We talk later, not now. And they're really into it. They're into it. And many ones of them for the first time meditating. Yeah, and for the monk, for sure. Yeah, they never experienced something like this before. So joyful, so electrifying. Yeah. So I share this wonderful merit synergy to everyone that we did it. In Manhattan, one of the most noisy places in the world, we put kids quiet and meditate. You can try number 8 if you feel joyful with me. It's like a clapping the hand sign in Daily My Shower, number 8. It can present as a eightfold path also, that now the kids know eightfold path and we don't know who will they become in the future. They might be the leaders of your country, and this is a good preparation for them to be the great leader. Sadhu, right? Big sadhu. Wow, it's cool, right? And it just a start. Many ones of them come to talk to me after that. Oh, Venerable, I loved your presentation. Like they really like engaged, and we have a good time. And they like meditations a lot. Oh, I see a big smile from Alex now. You have more young friends who will interact with you about this inner peace thing. That's good, Alex, from Portugal. Okay, let's jump to this topic, a quiet life in a noisy world. As I mentioned, it's not a complete formula, but something we'd like to share. And then we can have some time for sharing and then discussion. How we can live a quiet life. Not easy, especially in this modern day. The COVID-19 still around. We're not out of the wood yet, but as of 2 weeks ago, 6 million deaths from COVID-19. Yeah, how can you imagine 6 million people? Yeah, and how many family, will affect from that? Yeah, that is a big suffering. And last year alone, there are almost 40,000 Wi-Fi worldwide, right? It's very noisy, not just for us, for animal around the world also. And recently, as you know, is unimaginable how this thing happened in 2022. Yeah, this is 2 weeks ago. I just checked roughly now about 4 million or more people displaced. They need to leave their home. I think you can imagine, right? Your home is your place of refuge and they need to run away from their home. It's so sad. However, a few days ago when I'm thinking about what I'm going to share with the class, and I viewed this article from 10 years ago in New York Times that's still very relevant. If you Google it, you still find it on internet. Yeah, Mr. Pico Iyer, like the good writer of New York Times, talk about the joys of quiet. Why quiet now is very sweet. That is so important to find a way to taste that sweetness of quietness. Yeah, very well written article. And there's some great quote from the great writer, like the urgency of slowing down is urgent now that you slow down. It's not something, okay, step by step. No, it's urgent. Yeah, you not slow down now, trouble will come. Your health will be in trouble or some aspect of your relationship. Yeah, it's urgent to take a look, like a wake up what you are doing, what you are learning. And he mentioned this great quote from 17th century that's still super relevant right now. Blaise, I'm not sure his name, Blaise Pascal. He said, all of man's problem, I think man's and women, and all orientation, all of human problem come from his or their inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Yeah, and I think I don't need to mention the name. There's now one guy who cannot sit quietly in a room alone and make big trouble, right? So it's so important everyone learn the skill how to be quiet and be sane. Yeah, not be insane. It's trouble other people, especially when you're in the position of power. Very important to learn how to be quiet and listen to your heart, not to your ego, not to your, you know, uh, want, not a need for the world, but your want to do something for your ideology. So it's so important how we know about how to be quiet and learn how to tame the mind. Yeah, recently I have that quote very often. I didn't have it here. That Buddha talked about tame mind. He said he didn't see anything make so much bad as untamed mind. He said untamed mind is the most dangerous thing. And he also said he didn't see anything so good as a tame mind. The tame mind brings so much good. That's what he said in Pali Canon. Untamed mind, big trouble. Tame mind, many good things will happen. World peace or the end of the old world as we know that. We keep fighting. Yeah. So today I would like to share this wonderful wisdom from my master to achieve the quiet life in a noisy world. And as I mentioned, it's not only the real sound we hear, like a siren, but that noise in the head, the fear, the concern that sometimes shutting, and we need to work on that, a quiet life in a noisy world. Yeah, you still remember this picture? Loaded in the mud. And Buddha shows us how he still connect to the world, but not concerned. And when I talk about this aspect of concern, it's not just think about it, but worry. Yeah, connect, but not worries about it or concern too much about it. Lotus in the mud. Yeah, in the mud, connected to the mud, but not concerned. Still shine, still show the radiance of beauty. And I think we have a lot of discussion on this different aspect of the mud, that the mud not always bad. Yeah. Also, we can benefit from the mud also. And like COVID-19, we see the bad thing, we see the good thing. Yeah. Not let impermanent of sometime bad moment of humanity bring more bad. Yeah. So when that impermanent of something negative come, turn it to be the good time for humanity. I saw some kind of contrast picture, yeah, in the media. That why we see a lot of picture bomb and refugee. There's one shot. I think it should amplify more. There's a kids from Ukraine who fled to Italy. Yeah, and the Italian young student lined up to welcome, yeah, all those kids from Ukraine, like a clapping the hand. We welcome you here, like a welcome to your new home. And I see the face of the kid, they're still shocked. They're still like a adjust to the new place, but they know they are loved. They are welcome to their new. That's good things in the mud, in a bad time. So we make a choice, connected but not concerned. For sure, we can discuss more about that complex situation. But today I would like to share with you this wonderful three aspects of a quiet life. You know, I'm sure everyone once in a while, or you know, some people want quiet life all the time, some no, but in some moment they don't want to be with anyone. They want, oh, I need my quiet time. So different person, they will look for that quiet life, more or less. However, my master, he think deeply about this. He meditate deeply about this, and then he categorize that even you want a quiet life at one certain time, but there's three aspects. Yeah, when it's noisy and you follow the tide, you become dramatic. Sorry. Okay. I think it's quite deja vu. I'm talking about follow the tide, and then the sounds of the the heater in the building just ting 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 ting. Okay, it's fine. We are the lotus. Let the mud do the normal work for our wall, so we get the benefit from that noise also. Yeah. Um, he said, "You're not quite lying, but if you follow the tide, easier. Be dramatic, joy with the crowd, but at the end, hard to achieve quiet life. Follow the tide." So this is a lot of people who never meditate, who don't understand meditation, being quiet life. They look at it as a boring activity, or they find their peace in the party. They find their peace in something else that not quiet. Follow the tide. The second one, you see in the picture, is much harder against the tide. That when colleagues around you complaining about government talk this and that, and you try to block your hearing or block your awareness that no, I don't want it, I don't want it. It's better. It's better you not follow that, end up in trouble with your mind. However, sometimes is tired and you feel like no one's around you really supportive to a quiet life. So while you are moving toward the quiet life, you feel disturbed at the same time. And that disturbing feeling is a part of not quiet life. Can you follow me? Yeah, even we know meditation is good, learn Dhamma is good. But if we cannot move to the next level, we still have a hard time. And sometimes we even get lost toward peace because we're so upsetting with something that you need to go against the tide. My master, he recommend above the tide. Above the tide. You not follow the tide, you not go against the tide. You just get into your inner peace zone on a daily basis. And is peaceful enough that when something not peaceful come, you can disconnect. Can you follow me? Yeah, it come and then, but you are okay. You see the news going on, you see what happened, with that climate change, this and that, but you consider what you can do, not what you cannot do, right? I don't want this aspect to be that, oh, I'm above the tide and I'm not participating or reacting. No, you still can connect, but without destructive emotion. You connect not optimistic or pessimistic, just realistic. And then peacefully, what I can do to make a better day for the COVID challenge, how I will not contribute to expansion or the spreading of COVID, or or about climate change, or now would like to donate to help the refugees in Ukraine, anything you can do. And that's above the tide. You don't feel upset, you just understand this level, that is the highest possibility of the quiet life. That once you're above the tide, you can see that beautiful shining sun as we deserve a better version of humanity. And I want to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. And even there's many bad things going on, but you still feel like, yeah, I'm in the mud right now, but I'm above. Yeah, I know you, I see you, but I will not let you influence my beautiful mind. Yeah, and I will let my beauty touch someone's life, help some good cause in the world. So that is quite subtle. You want a quiet life? Follow the tide, against the tide, or above the tide. Yeah, and that is your option. Yeah, and I hope you will learn more and more to live a quiet life above the Thai. Sadhu.